4 days from the so-called sequester, and there's plenty of talk from both parties about how ill-advised it would be to go ahead with a series of across-the-board budget cuts. But they appear to be making little or no progress toward preventing them. Friday is the deadline for the White House and Congress to decide on a deal that would avoid automatic budget cuts affecting every American. Well, these are the hard numbers. $1 trillion in spending cuts spread out over the next decade. The first $85 billion will come out of this year's $3.6 trillion budget. 800,000 federal defense employees will see their paychecks slashed, and more than 8,000 of those are right here in Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. Channel 4's Adrienne Moore is live. She spent the evening with some military families who say talk of these potential cuts is rattling their nerves. Adrienne?
Mary, military families all across our region are understandably anxious tonight as to what's going to come after March 1st. Many of them told us tonight that they are trying to stay calm despite it all while preparing for the worst.
We have sloppy joes for tonight.
They are soldiers in the kitchen and saints to the hundreds of local military families they serve each month.
Since we started doing this, I would say our numbers have doubled.
Volunteers with Mayport USO host a no-dough dinner twice a month. It's a free meal that feeds nearly 300 people every other Monday before payday. And those numbers could soon climb even higher if cuts to military services go through. The reductions could lead to employee pay slashed by 20% and force one-day-a-week furloughs for 22 weeks.
Talking to some of the wives from our command today, they're planning on coming out to this dinner so they can start budgeting, in case this does happen.
I can make a bigger bite than you can. Ready, set, do it.
For Ashley Haley's family, the cuts would be devastating. Her 4-year-old son Gabriel has autism and receives expensive behavioral therapy sessions she fears could soon be dropped from her insurance if lawmakers can't find a solution.
No other insurance other than military covers the therapies like TRICARE does. So if anything like that got cut, it would affect him. With autism, they regress very easily and stuff like that. So my concern would be that it would affect him in the long run.
Regardless of what comes from the March 1st deadline, No-Dough organizers say they will continue to cook up love and support for what may soon be a growing crowd.
We're all here to help our military families, so.
So no matter what, you guys are going to make it work?
No matter what, we'll figure it out, yeah.
Now, many of the military families that we spoke to today say that starting next month, they're going to start cutting out all of those extras that they have slotted in their budget, things like clothes, extra trips to the grocery store, family vacations, clothing, that kind of thing, all to make up for those smaller paychecks. Reporting live tonight, Adrienne Moore, Channel 4, the local station.
Adrienne, what about this no-dough dinner that you attended here tonight? Sounds like a much-needed program. Is it at risk with the cuts?
No, fortunately, Mary, they won't be impacted by any of these cuts if they do go into effect. They rely solely on private donations from local businesses and schools and churches. DeVry University was the sponsor of tonight's dinner. It was really a great program that they have set up. But they tell us, the organizers tell us, that they actually have enough donors in place right now to get them through 2013.